Good morning, students. Students, today we will not do any reading work, any explanation of the chapters, and nothing like that. Today we'll do very light work and refreshing, just which refreshes our mind and our just body also. So we'll do some light work today, and we'll do map filling work. Okay, as we just discussed in our chapter, just previous chapter, agriculture. So today we'll just have the maps of agriculture. But before just starting that different type of crops, let's have a look again, recapitulate the things, recapitulate the states and capitals. Though I know that you all just know all the states and their capitals, but even then let's have, and we'll start, because now only earlier we were having one state, that was Jammu and Kashmir. Now there are two states, one is Jammu and Kashmir and then one is Ladakh. And capital, Jammu and Kashmir has two capitals, Srinagar during summer season and Jammu during winter season. Then Ladakh, capital is Leh. And then comes Himachal Pradesh, capital Shimla, and then Punjab and Haryana, and they have one capital, and that is Chandigarh. And then comes Uttarakhand, the capital is Dehradun, and then our national capital city, that is New Delhi, and then Uttar Pradesh, and capital is Lucknow. Here, the largest state, Rajasthan, capital is Jaipur. Then the mouth of lion, it's Gujarat, and capital is Gandhinagar. And then Madhya Pradesh, the central state of India, and that is Madhya Pradesh, capital is Bhopal. And earlier Bhopal was one state, but then it was divided into two, and then comes Chhattisgarh, and capital is Raipur. And then comes Maharashtra. Let's just move towards south, and then we'll come towards east. Maharashtra, capital is Mumbai, and these are the union territories. Earlier, on the just Chandigarh and Delhi, they are two union territories. Now these Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu, they are the two union territories. Now let's move towards south. Here it is Goa, and capital is Panaji. Then Karnataka, capital is Bangalore. Then comes Kerala. It resembles like Karela. So it is Kerala, and its capital is Thiruvananthapuram. Besides that, Lakshadweep, they are the islands as well as union territories. Then comes Tamil Nadu, and the capital is Chennai. Okay, then Puducherry, union territory, one of the. Then Andhra Pradesh. Earlier it was one state, Andhra Pradesh. Now there are two states, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. The capital of Andhra Pradesh is Amravati, and the capital of Telangana is Hyderabad. But still, the administrative work is going on through only Hyderabad for both the states, for Telangana as well as for Andhra Pradesh. Okay, then comes Odisha, and capital is Bhubaneswar. Then here Jharkhand, capital is Ranchi. Then Bihar, capital is Patna. Then West Bengal, capital is Kolkata. Then a very small state, smallest state, Sikkim, in between Bhutan and Nepal, capital is Gangtok. Then comes Arunachal Pradesh, the capital is Itanagar. Then downward it is Assam, capital is Dispur, and then Meghalaya, the area, the state of highest rainfall of the world, and capital is Shillong. Okay, then comes here Nagaland, and capital is Kohima, and then Manipur, capital is Imphal, and Mizoram, capital is Aizawl. And these three states, we can learn them as Namami, so that no mistake will be there. Nagaland Na, Manipur Ma, and Mizoram Mi. So these are the states, union territories, and their capital cities. Now let's come to our next, and that is cotton producing states of India. Though cotton can be grown in just several states, in so many states, but as you know that cotton is the black soil crop also, because it it has the capacity, or means it is grown in a clay soil. So the areas mainly which have clay soil, these are the main cotton producing states. And the first is Gujarat, then Maharashtra, then comes Madhya Pradesh. Though the just names they are some fade, but I know that you know the names of the states very well, so there will be no problem. So let's come again. The first Gujarat, Maharashtra, then here Karnataka, then Tamil Nadu, then Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, and some cotton is grown in Rajasthan, in Haryana and Punjab also, and then Odisha. These 10 states are the major cotton producing states. Okay, now let's come towards next, and this is major jute producing states. Students, when we discuss the chapter, we just learnt, or we discussed that jute is a crop which requires more water for processing, for growth, and as well as it requires alluvial soil. So it grows well in deltic soil as well as the river valley areas or the river plain areas. So jute is well grown in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal. Hooghly river is there, and West Bengal is the main jute producing states in the country. And then Haryana, Odisha, because river Mahanadi is there and delta is there. Then Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. These are the, and here because river Brahmaputra is there, so Assam, okay, Meghalaya highest rainfall state, Tripura also rain advancing monsoons, area of advancing monsoons, and just Nagaland. These are the cotton producing states of India. I'm sorry, jute producing states of India. Okay, now let's come the main cereal crop, wheat. And wheat is grown in just alluvial soil, and wheat requires 70 to 100 centimeter rainfall. So it can be grown in any region, and moreover in Haryana and Punjab it is grown with the help of irrigation. So you know the main wheat producing state is Uttar Pradesh, then comes Madhya Pradesh. The you know that the wheat of Madhya Pradesh is of quality. Then Rajasthan, here also, then Haryana and Punjab, of course, and some wheat is grown in Uttaranchal also, then some wheat is grown in Bihar. So these are the wheat producing states of India. Wheat can be grown in Maharashtra, it is grown in Maharashtra, some amount of wheat is grown in Maharashtra also. So these are the wheat producing states of India. Now last, rice producing states. You know that rice requires just 100 to 200 centimeter, 150 centimeter rainfall. So wherever ample amount of water is there, rice is grown well over there. So in Haryana and Punjab, wheat, rice, cotton, and these type of crops, they are easily being grown because of irrigation facilities. So again, Punjab, rice growing area, wheat, Haryana, rice growing area, then Uttar Pradesh, Yamuna river is there, and Ganga, the main river is there, and so many tributaries are there. So Uttar Pradesh, then Bihar, West Bengal, and Assam, Brahmaputra river is there. That's why Odisha, river Mahanadi, Chhattisgarh, okay, and then Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu, because they are the coastal areas or coastal states. So alluvial soil is found over there. So wheat is easily grown in these areas. So today we will just we have done these 4 types of crops: rice, wheat, then jute, and then cotton. Rest of the states we will just do tomorrow. And now, thank you so much. Have a nice day. Good morning, students. Well, students, today we'll not do any study, any reading, anything. This boring work will not do. Today we'll just have some fun and we'll do some activities only. And today we will learn the Indian states and their capital and the neighboring countries of